state laws, different things about how to incorporate your business, but do articles of incorporation instead of getting that. I'm going to get the articles of an organization because I'm asking for it. Yeah.
All right, I'm with it.
Let's go.
Welcome to the All Men After Show. I am the Tony Davis.
Michelangelo the brand.
And I'm Wayne, and this is the All Men After, as Tony has just eloquently put.
Question: Why do nice guys finish last, from your guys' point of view, in the eyes of relationships?
They're stupid. They're stupid, and they don't realize this is competition.
You gotta speak up the microphone.
It's competition.
Here, you can do there. Just
Ignorance is real.
And it's not blissful.
No, it's not. Nice guys, in a phonetic sense, that term "nice guys finish last" is because in that competitive spirit of people trying to be nice, they neglect the fact that you still are in competition. You still are competing with others as well as yourself. So you don't necessarily need to be nice. You need to be assertive. You need to be focused on the things that are going to get you to where you need to be versus saying, oh, I need to make sure, I need to take care of, I need to, no.
So are you saying go against the statement that a woman would say, I want a nice guy?
She lying.
She doesn't know.
She's lying.
She doesn't know.
Who goes first?
You go.
She's lying. And the reason why I say she's lying is because the minute, it's not that she don't know, because the minute that he shows stupidity, ignorance, is the minute she finds herself disconnected. She's
break that
unattractive.
down more for people who don't know that you're talking about nice actually meaning stupid.
So a nice person is willing to submit or supplicate. That's a better word.
Mm-hmm.
They're willing to yield to that other person, even if it's at their own detriment.
Certainly.
So what will end up happening is that woman will ask for something that she could easily do herself, and there's testing that's going on in that space, unbeknownst to her.
When you say testing,
so if you ever listen to any person who is a dating coach or manosphere, you'll hear something called a shit test. Shit test is not even them trying to they're giving you shit even if they're not intending to. So they'll say some shit like, babe, I know this is 30 minutes out of the way. Mind you, this is not your girl. It's not somebody that you're with yet, right? Babe, can you go to get me some food? Well, yeah, no problem, cool. Where you want me to get it from? I want you to get it from this restaurant that's 30, 45 minutes out of the way. Yeah, nah, baby, that's a little far. I'm not, so I ain't worth it. I want to see whether they realize it or not. They're waiting to see how you're going to react to that.
Litmus.
Or if you're going to respond. Because if I respond, love, that's inconsiderate. It's not about whether you're worth it or not. That's inconsiderate, having me go 45 minutes out of the way to go get you food. What you need is sustenance. You need some food. Now, you don't have to be aggressive with that. If you need a great example of that, go watch I Ain't Got Nothing But Love For You. You ain't gotta watch the whole video. Watch the end of that shit. When she says, I think we should go down to this high-end restaurant and do this, and this. And he was like, how about we go uptown to the Bronx and we get 2 hard-boiled eggs? You know why? Because I ain't got nothing but love for you, baby. Let me give you another option here.
Okay.
And
right?
From the bare minimum, if you notice, for those of you who've had conversations with your female counterparts, people that you dated in the past who are now in other relationships, or you formulated a relationship with a woman and y'all having general conversation, and you're like, so what's up with this guy that you're dating? And the first thing they say, well, I mean, he's nice. There's always going to be a but.
Every time.
Always.
Every time.
He's nice, but what? But what? If nice guys are what you're looking for, what's the but? You already proclaimed he's a nice guy. There's his notch. What's the problem? But I just don't know. He's just not, and he's just not. Okay, so that's not what you want.
Right.
Hence the reason why Michelangelo was saying you're stupid.
Got it.
You don't, and that it's not stupid in a sense of you're stupid in your train of thought. You're stupid because you don't realize it's not really what you want. You're acting in ignorance.
Okay.
Because the moment you say something and then people double back on it, or I call you on your shit, now, well, no, that's not what I meant. Well, if it's not what you meant, why did you say it?
Words mean things every time.
So, what are some of the ways to present without being a nice guy?
So there's a difference between being pleasant and being nice, being tactful and being a jerk, right? I think that the latter of what I just made mention of is not having an awareness of self, right? So if I am true to who I am, right? I'm going to a shit test that was always thrown at me. Why you gotta dress up all the time? Who's dressed up?
Right.
Who's dressed up? I mean, you got the jacket on, and why can't you have on a tank top and some shorts and some J's? Because I don't wear that.
Right.
But why not? Because that's not me. Well, but why not? I'm not gonna keep on doing this with you. Obviously, I'm not the nigga for you.
Right. That's
I'm not the
stupid.
man for you. Right.
Right.
I'm not the man for you then. And like, listen, let's dead this. I'm not going to go back and forth with you about who I am. Right? That's the way you're maneuvering. Instead of saying, okay, I'll just go, let me go buy a pair of this sneaker and I'm gonna go get some shorts in the tank. And then the people who know, can you imagine if I would have came in here like that on a date and you've known me for 3 years consistently showing up as myself?
Yeah, you're gonna get clowned.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Immediate.
Well, not
Immediate.
immediate. Not immediate.
No, it would have been immediate.
Nah,
Toe would have been like, what?
What's up?
What happened to you? You got robbed?
right.
You got robbed?
Where they at?
We gonna get them.
Give me your shoes.
Right. Give me your shoes.
Right?
Yeah, it'd have been pretty difficult not to laugh. So one way or another, you're gonna be.
You need to be the hardest thing that there is in modern day society, and that is your.
And I won't even say need because
No, you need to. From Michael Andrews.
no, and you're correct. I stand corrected in delivering that message.
Right.
When we speak to our audiences, even when we speak to each other,
Right.
if I say, Tone, you need to such and such and such, it's immediately a red flag in his head because it's presenting assertiveness in a negative way.
Right.
You need to do. Why do I need to do that?
But that's a good question, though.
Right.
I'm happy
More,
to tell you.
more commonly than not is, what do you want for yourself?
Right.
Okay. And this is what you said you wanted?
Right.
Then does 1 + 1 equal 2? Because if 1 + 1 equal 3, then we need to deviate from this equation entirely. But that's logic, right?
Mm-hmm.
That makes too much sense.
Right.
Makes too much sense. And when people see things that make too much sense, they want to start to pick at it. Well, why? It's the same scenario. Well, why can't you wear this?
Right.
Why can't you? I don't know. Why are you under the impression that I should? Why are you so heavily in thought about the way I present myself? Is it a reflection of what you can't do? Or things that you aspire to do in your day-to-day dress that you just don't seem to connect with? Because if that's the case, maybe I can help. If not, I'm not going to deviate from the things that I do to make you more comfortable. That's being nice.
Are there ever any situations, and by the way, we're recording at the 404 Smoke Shop in Camp Creek, Atlanta, Georgia.
Pull up on us.
Come in at Monday, be here at 8.
Don't be late.
So have you ever guys, have you ever experienced situations where you failed a shit test?
Sure.
What did it look
Numerous
like?
times.
I think it's why and that's one of the reasons why I think that we're able to speak the way we're speaking about it, because in those scenarios, even with my wife,
My wife.
faltering and trying to be nice versus what's logically right in a scenario, because you want to give that euphoric feeling to your mate. You want to give that appearance of, I want to make you happy. I want to do things for you to make you feel like you look at me in a certain way, versus just focusing on, I need to be who I am authentically all the time, so you will respect who you decided to choose.
Got it.
You didn't choose me because I was nice to you all the time. You chose me because, I like the way he moves.
Right.
I like the way you did this prior to me attempting to be nice to you.
Got it.
To try to falter and say, I should do this because this is what you want. No, why? Why? Now, if it's something universally that we want together, then we come to amends, we make a plan, we execute.
Because you do nice things, flowers
Certainly.
or candies, if you know.
So, and it therein makes things pleasant.
Okay.
But I don't have to deviate from who I am to be nice to you, to compromise. When I hear, I'm going to be nice to you, immediately I think about compromise. I'm compromising who I am for you.
The integrity of...
Thank you for cleaning up
integrity.
that verbiage.
Okay.
But it's immediate compromise of who I am to try to pacify you in that moment, versus the long run is, let me stay consistent.
That's what he hit the nail on the head for me was.
Which is?
The pacification. It's not even happiness. It's pacification. It's how many times have we seen kids reaching out for sweets? Right?
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Parents then relent to pacify the crying.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And at 4, that kid is dealing with diabetes. That child has gained massive weight, has poor eating habits, cannot function as a child should, be able to run around, do all these other different types of things. I pacified them for what they said they wanted as happiness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's move that to adulthood. There's a book, I always promote, The Superior Man by David Deiter, right? There's a story where he's helping this couple. They're talking about semen retention, holding your sex until you are utilizing it properly, because there's a way for you to cycle that energy, that sexual energy, to invigorate you, empower you to do all these things as the man. Listen, we all grown. We know that when you release that, you are weakened. Like, that's why we have refractory time. That's why we have to go through this resurgence of how we're going to re-show up with that person, right? So they having the most passionate love making and interfacing over the course of this month that they've ever had, because of the vitality that's being presented in that space. So much so that the wife, because they're married, is trying to get him to give him some on the side of the road, like, yo, let's go to the woods, some woods right here. I just want you to take me now, right?
Right.
You ain't got to tell me twice. Right. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Right.
They getting it popping. She's like, I want you to let go, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Split second, the participant, you're participating, has a decision to make. I'm either going to relent, pacify my partner, make her happy.
Of course, in this scenario, I mean, you want to anyway.
No, you don't. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I've told you, the real sensation and the real invigoration that even comes in that space has been from the retention, because of the cycling that it actually provides.
I'm no longer weakened. Identified with that.
I'm not very good at that.
Well, no, it's something that you have to work at, right?
Of course.
So I'm working
not
at
that mature.
Fair enough.
I mean, if necessity, and I'm like blanking for 6 months, okay, that's different.
But you are at the forefront. You are a pleaser.
Yes.
So for you, your direct correlation with sexual intimacy is, I'm pleasing you first.
Right.
If it stopped there, meaning I don't have to get mine.
Oh,
right?
I see what you're saying.
Then you
Then
came in.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right? you remain King Dean regardless because I did what I was supposed to
Right.
do.
And
you got what you needed, and I always got what I needed because I'm in the situation to do so.
And I also have the school him. I have something even better than what you were looking for, because all you were looking for was the release. You weren't looking for the interface.
Correct.
You weren't looking to connect. Right, she was.
Right.
Her happiness was, oh, I made him climax. So she says,
it's a hell of a shit test, man.
You goddamn right. You goddamn right.
That is extreme, but
no,
but that's on the higher level.
It's because it's right. You're married at the. Don't you want to make? She says, and I'm paraphrasing here, something to the extent of, "Don't you want to make me happy?" So he releases. The minute, the second, the millisecond that happens, she's disappointed
because she beat him.
I got what I wanted,
and he gave in.
You gave in. I thought I was gonna be happy. I'm disappointed because I was trying to pacify you.
Pacify her. I wanted you to pacify me.
Right.
I tried to get you to pacify me.
Well, I wanted to show up as the man, as the superior man. Says, no, you want what you think you and you believe that you want is not what you need and not what is truly there. But I'm gonna be nice. And now we are now in a place where we have to rebuild. We gotta put the hard hat on again.
Sure.
Because we pacified the foundational principle.
Even from another perspective, if I'm diabetic, I start to date a woman who bakes. She is a phenomenal baker.
Right. All the cookies.
Phenomenal baker. Right.
All the cakes.
She says, "Hey, my cakes are delicious. Don't you want some of my cakes?"
Bitch, you know I could die.
But me being nice, I'll try some of your cakes. And your cakes are delicious.
Right.
And I'll proceed to have your cakes. We're talking about
pastries, right?
Right.
Not
it could be a double entendre. We spoke a lot about that. However, in the midst of that, I'm now compromising my body.
Right.
I'm compromising my mental stability.
Right.
I'm compromising my ability to be the man that needs to be with you versus the man you want me to be, because I continue to pacify you by saying, oh, you make the most delicious pastries. Oh, I can eat these all day and die. And die.
Right.
But no one ever looks at the greater scheme of what's happening. You're never saying to yourself, this man does not need to be eating my cakes.
I think it's a natural thing if you're talking about being tested, right? The ish test.
Sure.
However, on the flip side of that, being a man who's failed enough of those tests, I also feel a loss in self.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
I have a feeling of, I knew I shouldn't have done that. You know,
and you become used to it.
I don't know. I've never become used to it. I get angry and frustrated because I allow myself to be, like a better term, beaten.
But some men,
knowing that what I should have done was, in Michael Andrews' scenario, in your scenario, Michael Andrews' scenario, I gave in to what she asked for, and you know, I ate the cake.
But some people,
I was anime.
But some men or women become complacent in that sense because they find some type of euphoric feeling out of faltering.
Or they have learned.
Right. I'll allow this because in that moment I am being nice and it does provide me with some type of pleasantry in that moment. But I need to get used to what I need to do for myself.
Yeah, because I felt out of myself.
Exactly.
Right. So Wayne just gave me this revelation real quick. A nice guy, a real reason why a nice guy finish last, because he doesn't even know he's in a race. So you don't even know you're in a situation that warrants assessment. I don't even like calling it an ish test, right?
Right.
There's an assessment. Where are we right now? Because in that same space, don't I have amazing cakes? Yes, Lord, they smell amazing. They look not super
delectable
and dense. You do know I have a health condition though, right? Do you want me around? Of course, babe, I want you around. Do you don't want to eat my cakes? Have you made gluten, sugar-free cakes? If you want me to eat your cakes, either one of them.
Right. Yeah, at least one of them.
Either one of them.
Yeah.
Or let's compromise so I don't have to compromise myself. How about I eat some other cake?
Right.
She
Okay. like
Right?
cakes.
So
Yeah.
if that's the case, I understand. This is practice. Yes, we're talking about our practices here, right?
Not the game.
Not the game. Because the game is either assessing for us in a bigger, broader picture, teammate or opponent. So if I'm in the, both of you guys will get this, right? You are in second place, right? Somebody comes up from behind you and passes you. What place are they in?
First.
No, nigga.
They in second.
They in second.
Yeah.
Oh, they're ahead of you. I'm sorry. I was
behind.
No. So that's exactly what happens to nice guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you just passed me. What place are you in? Oh, they in first. Nigga, no.
No.
You would have had to be in first for him to be in first.
understood.
But you
I wasn't focusing.
But that's the point.
in a relationship, I'm not focused on the things that I need. School him.
Put it in the bag.
I'm not focused on the things that I need to be focused on. Do we compliment each other? Like, I realized, like, I love a chick that I can compliment. And somebody was like, oh, so you just like, because you know I'm a poetic Drake Wale type dude. And I realized, yeah, but those chicks inspire me. Those chicks either can be a muse or they can be amusing. Oh yeah, I was inspired to write. I don't need all that. You doing too much. You can leave. How am I gonna get home? Walk.
No one wants your drugs here, Louie.
Right. That way. You know what I'm saying? You were inspiring. Now you are your material. So the intelligent man is going to say, listen, I want to be pleasant to you. Because being pleasant requires attention and being attentive.
Certainly.
Oh, he got me flowers. Cause that's what nice guys do. But she's allergic.
That means you weren't listening to her when
I was
Exactly.
you were
doing
being Tony Davis 5 minutes ago.
right. So I didn't realize that
Good
I got
rebound.
past
Good
was in
rebound.
second,
Way
right?
to
And
get back
I'm
on
in
the
third
board.
now.
Thank you.
Right.
job.
There you go. You was right there. You was right there. So it's paying intention. That's why I tell a lot of guys, stop paying attention, pay intention.
D up.
How about do both?
Right?
Master.
So now if you start showing up and you say, I wanted to do something pleasant for my lady. Little things. That's why, like, when I would ask a young lady, like, what's your love language? They'd be like, oh, my love language is... Let's just take a pause for the call real quick. Did you read the book? No, I just took the test. I need you to read the book. Why? Because you took a what character are you in whatever movie?
Right.
I need you to really take a moment to assess what it is that you need, not what you want. And I'm happy, and you know this, both of you know this. I will always give you what you need. You may not always get what you want.
Certainly. It's amazing to me how, as I've grown from a young adult to a young man into a father, a brother, a contributor to society, and you have conversations with women, and what's funny to me is that sometimes you may be engaging with a very attractive woman. You know, she dressed to the nines, she got the heels on, she getting all the attention from all the right and wrong places, right? And you come along, you say something like, how was your day? How's everything going with you? General conversation.
Right.
Right? Not, man, what you trying to do? Or, you know, I know you got a man.
So be intentional
Right.
about your question.
Being intentional with because it's from me.
Right.
It's not, of course I find you attractive. Of course I would smash you. That's not what we're doing right now, though. Right now I'm trying to get into the intricacies of who you are so I can determine if I want to smash you, if I want to take you out, right? So the moment you start to engage with the opposite sex that way, you'll start to find very quickly if they can't engage in the same manner as you. What did we speak about earlier? Selection process.
Selection process.
Oh, ma'am, I've spoken with her, and I'm assuming she may have been a stripper, IG model. Oh, ma'am, the flow of the dress is beautiful. You got pockets in your dress. That's awesome. She looked at me, almost befuddled at, why are you not looking at my tits? Why are you not looking at my ass?
I've already seen those.
I've already seen that. And if I didn't want to look at you, I would open my phone.
Right.
I could glance the room.
And I'm not a nice guy.
Right. The nice guy was, oh man, you know you killing it today.
No, that nice guy, you're so beautiful. How many times has she heard that?
Today.
In the last 5 minutes. Especially if she's exceedingly attractive. Now, I think that's the undergirding of it is I'm afraid to lose. So the nice guy doesn't even know he's in the game. The fearful guy is I'm gonna lose. That's why like really ugly dudes, like really ugly dudes, you like, fuck it. Who cares? What I got to lose?
Right.
I know I'm ugly. I'm Quasimodo up in his mug. What's she gonna say?
Right.
You ugly? Well, we knew that already.
By design and sometimes by fault, the unattractive will make someone laugh or make a little gimmicky phrase and engage with a person in a certain way to off-put them from what they're used to having. That's your way in.
You're in the game.
That's your way in.
I gotta cut it off here because I don't want to do too many shows in one.
Sure.
We're gonna have to we have to go over some of these things that we spoke about, especially how to have your way in if you're an unattractive person. But I want you guys to be welcome into this All Man show and let us know what you think. Subscribe, like, share, comment below. This is the All Man Podcast. I am the Tony Davis.
Michael Angel the Brand.
And I'm Wayne. So all man after.
Yep.